Hi, I'm Kep Kepner CPA here in Dallas. Although we do taxes, what we really do the best at is helping our clients grow from being a business to becoming an enterprise. When a company becomes an enterprise, what they do is they build wealth for themselves and they build income. They find something that they do that can be replicated in other locations or by other people. And they determine that they don't have to be there to do everything because the processes they put in place and the strategies they implement get them to the point where the company is continuing to operate without the owner being present for everything. So some of these changes that take place in a company are really innovations. And I look at innovation really as anything that's going to change the betterment of, I'm going to change that, blah, blah, blah. I speak of innovation as a form of change that causes a company to grow on its own. So one way to have sustainable innovation in a company is to first look at the history. Have you had cases in your company where you've done something innovative in your company, either internally or with your clients and customers, and have you been able to implement that in your business? It's one thing to have a great idea, it's another thing to implement it. So if your company has a history of having innovation in the past, then you have a foundation to continue to innovate, to sustain that innovation within your company. As a practical matter, companies should have an innovation strategy or a creativity strategy within their company. Now, you're not going to be like Google where people sit around just thinking of things, but if you've got somebody working in your customer service department and they find a better way to deliver to your customer, then that's an innovation for your firm. The other way to look at sustainable innovation is to see if there is strategic leadership. And that falls on you and your leadership team. Innovation is change, and it takes a leader to define what that change is going to be and to cause it to happen. So leadership, strategic leadership, is another element in having sustained innovation in a company. The third thing is just your culture of risk-taking as a company, your culture of communication with your people. So if you have a culture that says, I'm willing to take a risk, I'm willing to do something different than I have in the past, and I'm willing to live with the results, then you have a culture that allows you to continue to innovate. So you have the culture, you establish what you want to change or what you want to innovate, and then being a leader, you define it, you define the scope of the work, you set goals, and then you measure what you're doing to see if you're performing. So taking the idea of innovation and making your company innovative means these things. Tune into the next video and we'll talk more about innovation.